Hey, good morning. It's Left Coast Model Cars and Coffee this morning. So we're gonna have to see what we can do. I wanted to start out. This is kind of funny, but I was at BJ's the other day, which is like Costco or Sam's Club, or it's one of the big places. And it's so funny because they don't give you bags to take your groceries out to the vehicle. They just have bins full of empty boxes that they use where they put stuff up on the shelf and they save the box. And if you need a box, you just grab a box, put it in your buggy, take it out to the vehicle, and then put your stuff in a box. And the boxes are all different shapes from different food products and things like that. So I noticed this one the other day when I was in there. And I forgot, but it doesn't say what it's for, but I'm sure it was for some kind of product that's in the store. Now, some of you might recognize this a little bit, because the second I saw it, it reminded me of something I see online all the time. And right now, you're probably thinking, well, what would I do with that? What's that for? And this is one of the things I saw, and it's like one of those things you see online. You might see it on Amazon or some other website, and it holds the sprue. So you take your sprue thing, and you just put it in the slot. Let me turn it around because that one's got a piece hanging out of it. And then you just slide it in there. I thought, well, that's silly, because it was free. It was just a box that I picked up on the way out. So I thought some people might get a kick out of that. I don't. If it said what brand it was on, I'd say keep an eye out. But it doesn't say anything on the box on what kind of product it was, so I have no idea. Maybe somebody else knows. But I thought that was cool because it's just like the ones I've seen online. So, but with that aside, so this morning, I've got some models that are kind of big, so I've been showing some of those off, and they're a little different. And last week it was a PT boat, and this week it's a Space 1999 Eagle. So this model is 22 inches long. The original models in the TV show were 48 inches long, 4 feet. But they could make a model that big, but it would be so horrendously expensive. It would be a very difficult model to sell. These models are already around $100 already. A little bit more. There's like 3 or 4 different kinds now, so they can be a little over 100 depending on which one you're buying, because they're different. These pods are interchangeable, and there's like three different kinds of pods depending on the kit that you buy, and they give some other extra parts. But this was the very first one that came out, and as soon as it came out, I bought it. So like I said, it's 22 inches long. So it's half the size of the original ones used in the TV show, but that's still pretty long, 22 inches. So, and like I say, this is detachable. Just like in the TV show, I can show you that, sorry for the wiggling, but I can't really place it down. It's just too big to get in camera. There's 2 screws that hold this on. Now you might think, well, those screws are out of scale. Those look kind of silly on a model, but actually the models on the TV show, they also use screws, and that's why they did that, because they wanted it to be accurate to the one in the TV show. So you can undo those screws, take this off, and then, like I said, there's 2 different other types of pods that you can put in here. The ship itself is very similar version to version as far as the model kit. There's some subtle changes back here and other subtle changes, but for general purposes, they're all the same. So they have springs in the landing gear. when I was building this, the spring fell inside the pod and I could not get it out. So I think I ended up gluing all 4 of them. So it doesn't do that. But if I had done it correctly and the spring hadn't fallen in the pod, they would all be, they would be able to compress. That's about it. Nothing else does anything fancy on it. The nose is detachable, and you can see there's nothing inside here, but you can see the 2 pilots. So, I'll pick that up a little bit, but you can see the 2 the pilots in there. So now the other versions have, these pilots are from the first season. In the second season, they didn't use space suits anymore, probably to save money on, production. So the figures that come inside here and the way it's made is a little bit different on the other versions. So it just depends what version of the ship that you buy. But it doesn't really matter. I really like this show. I remember watching this show on television when I was a kid, of course, and I actually have the DVD set, and now you can watch it for free on Amazon Prime. I know for sure. They probably have some on YouTube. The first season was pretty good. The second season, they didn't have a lot of money, so some of those episodes are not that great. But it is what it is. I mean, it's a great ship, and I like the model. I'd like to get another one if they weren't so, I won't say expensive, because it's a fair price. $100 is a fair price for all this. You have to make all this. This is all intricate molding in here, so you're putting it's like a giant roll cage on a car, but you have to assemble all these parts. There's a square box inside there, and then you have to build this cage around it. And I'm not saying it's a really super hard build. This is a little complicated back here, and the directions are not really that great on showing how all these hoses go. So that's a little bit of it was an issue for me. It's just the way the directions were. So I won't say, it's not that it's a super hard build, but it is a challenge to put it together, because it's not like a model kit that you put together before. It's not like, I built 10 or 20 of those, and it's not that way. So I'll see if I can pick it up. You can see the bottom. And this is the bottom. It does have some faint weathering in different places. At one time, and I still have it, but there's a base. I have a base for this. I didn't bring it with me to show it for the video. I'd have to stop the video and go get it. But I used Velcro on 2 of the landing pads to hold it to the base. So if I picked up the base and moved it around, this wouldn't fall off. So it has Velcro on there. But other than that, I mean, it has detail all the way around. So if you ever wanted to build one of these kits, you would enjoy it, I think. If you had an interest in the show, this show, after after 2001, spaceships started to, when you saw Star Trek, everything had a smooth finish, like an airplane would. But then in 2001, they started making stuff like the lunar module, because it never flew in an atmosphere. There's no atmosphere on the moon, so you can make all kinds of wacky shapes, and you didn't have to worry about air resistance. And this is fairly the same. These operated in the atmosphere, but it still had a lot of things sticking out all over the place. So, and I think that's what makes it a popular ship at the time, and even today, is that it just looks more realistic than a lot of it looks more industrial and like a work vehicle. It just seems like something that's the way it would really be. So, but it's a good kit, and that's what I have this morning. I don't mean to ramble on and make the video too long, but I just wanted to share that's what I build, all kinds of models. I don't build just cars, so I mean, I'm going to show other stuff now and then. way it is. And I know some people may not even watch the video because they don't have any interest, and that's fine. I get it. It's not a problem. I just like building models. So, but that's it. And I hope you have a great Sunday. I hope you get out of the house sometime, get some heavy duty modeling in, but take some time to go out for lunch or something, with somebody, and take a break. So grab a modeling friend, or grab your wife or husband or whatever you got, or and spend some time together on the weekend while you're not working. All right then, catch you later.